All right. We'll pop these off.
How do we?
What?
Nobody's supposed to be.
Let's go. Let's go. What's the word? What's the word?
Okay.
All right, what's good, everybody? So, you know the name of the game. We made the announcement a couple days ago, or yesterday actually, that we're going to be making live dials. I'm here with my boy Mo, and we're going to make this thing happen right now. We're on TikTok, Twitch, IG. We're on Facebook. What's really good? What's really good, everybody? Good to see y'all. All right, so we have leads that came in from the Superhuman PPL program, which I'm really excited because, Mo, this is the first time that we're calling these leads, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm really excited to show everyone how the leads are gonna be look like.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. So it's 7:24 p.m. where we are, and right after this intro, we're gonna make this thing happen. And so I'm really excited. Before I do, Mo, what's different about the Superhuman PPL leads than, you know, leads that come in through SVA and leads in general? Like, what makes the Superhuman PPL lead special?
So one of the most attractive thing in Superhuman PPL is the entry price of it. It has like very affordable entry price compared with any like no wholesaler or any like wholesaler that is not like very big in the game. I would say like with Superhuman PPL, the type of lists like we literally target everything like absentee owners, tired landlords, seniors, pre-foreclosures. One of the things about the PPL is that you cannot target a specific niche and work on it. So with SVA, you can target, let's say, probates. You can build an entire campaign on probates. But with the Superhuman PPL, it's like mixed between everything at the same time. But it's cheaper, more affordable, and the same high quality leads.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you guys hear him?
Yeah. My man is dropping bombs on them. So what we're going to do is right now we're going live, and I'm going to be calling these leads, and we're going to see if we can convert any to contracts. Primarily, we're focusing on making the offers, right? And that's the name of the game. Getting somebody who has expressed some sort of interest in selling and running them through the qualification process and then making the offers. That's where the rubber meets the road. And so that's what we're going to be doing live, where a lot of people talk about it. Some people train on it. Some people will, do courses on it, but we're doing it live. And so there's certain nuances that you get from actually calling live. You get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. You can't fake the funk. It's the real deal. And so we're pretty excited to be doing this challenge where we're going to be going live every week for 30 days. And so it's going to be Monday through Saturday for the next month, and we're really excited to make it happen. So before we do, we're going to run this intro really quick, and no fluff. Let's get right to it.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we made it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the school, baby, tell the facts. Don't be shy.
All right, I love it. That song never fails to get me hyped. I'm telling you.
Same here, yeah.
I love it. All right, so I'm just pulling up my script really quick before we get to it. And I want to review the script really quick. Can we do that, Mo?
Let's get it. Yes, sir. Let's do it.
I want to review the script because I feel like there's so much opposing information. Everybody hears that, you know, this sales process is the best, or, you know, this technique is the best. And what I found is everything works. Everything works if you work it. There's no need to say, oh, this person's system doesn't work, or this person's process doesn't work. No, everything works if you work it. Some people say don't make the offer up front. Some people say make the offer up front. Some people say you should have 3 calls before you make the offer. Other people say no, make the offer on the first call. Well, what system works? It all works if you work the system. But what I want to show those who are on this live, I want to show you a simple process that we utilize to be able to lock up deals, to be able to run them through the qualification process, build up enough rapport to be making them an offer on the first call, and then trying to see if you can try to get a contract on the first call. Now, it's not saying if you don't get a contract on the first call, it's not saying you're a failure. You have to follow up. You have to continue to reach out to sellers. You have to continue to call them 3, 4, 5 times, multiple times at a time to contact them. What we are saying, though, is we should be intentional about locking up contracts. We should be going into the conversation with the objective of I'm going to lock up a contract. And so the script that we have is designed to help us to do that. Right, Mo?
Absolutely, that's right. And the most important thing is to take action, man. I've seen like a lot of people using multiple like different sales technique. None of them take action. Like people still like, you know, like people plan, people make decisions.
Take action.
And yes, the most successful people that I've ever seen in my life, those are the ones that take action.
And what does that look like to you? What does that look like to you whenever you say take action, Mo? Like in the context of wholesalers and generating leads and making money, like what does that mean to you to take action?
Like, I mean, okay, so for an example, like right now, if I have like 10 leads in my screen right now, I need to call them. If I'm thinking like, okay.
Kelly wanted to say hi.
Hi, guys.
Hey, how are you doing?
Cameron is Kelly.
Say hi to everybody. He's like, oh, snap. She just wanted, and I don't want to not let her.
Someone said hi, Dora.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious. But yeah, thank you, Mo. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I was saying that like I've seen a lot of people like if I have 10 leads right now in front of my screen and I need to make calls, when I say take action, I mean that like people, like some of these people are gonna be like, bro, I have like 5 different scripts and I planned, like I had 5 different plans on this leads, right? Like let's say I'm gonna be making like sub 2 offers for half of them, and the other half I'm gonna be making this, and eventually they distract themselves and they're not taking actions. So what I'm saying is, instead of having like 10 plans, bro, just stick to one plan, take an action, and make it happen.
Yes, 100%, 100%. All right, so what I'm gonna do really quick is I'm just going to share my screen, and let's review the script together really quick.
Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Nick. Hi, Daniel.
By the way, I got CC next to me holding it down.
Trying to engage with all of you guys.
Yeah, we have TikTok Live, IG, shout out Twitch, Facebook. We appreciate you guys.
If you guys are watching, please like either video.
Okay, can you see the script, Mo?
Yep, I'm looking at it right now.
All right, so here's a quick review, y'all. And we don't have to go too deep into it, but here's the script that we use. So basically it starts off with, hey, John, this is Aaron. I was calling about your property on, and then whatever the address is, 123 Main Street. You spoke to one of my agents and I just wanted to call and introduce myself because I'll be the one making you an offer on the property if you had a couple minutes to talk. Or you could say, do you have a couple minutes to talk so we can get that offer for you? That's the intro. So basically what you're doing is you're identifying who you are, why you're calling, and what you expect to get out of the call. It's one of the best ways to start any sort of cold conversation, right? Just be direct to the point. And if I can just share an intangible with you, it's, be enthusiastic whenever you're calling. Have some sort of energy whenever you're calling, because it's just going to make you more interesting, right? And people are going to want to be around that energy more. It doesn't mean that every single time you're going to have somebody who's like, yes, please take my house. You know what I mean? But you'll have a better chance of having better conversations. Then it goes into the upfront agreement. Okay, awesome. After they say yes, they have some time. We can let them know. Normally how these calls go is we'll see if the property qualifies for a cash offer. And if it seems we're a good fit, then usually I'll draw up a purchase agreement for us to review together before moving forward. Is that fair? And if we can get them to say yes to this upfront agreement, we got the opportunity. They've given us the green light to basically determine if this property qualifies for a cash offer. So ask them questions. And then it sets the expectation that if they do want to move forward, then normally we'll do a purchase agreement. This right here, this upfront agreement is the reason why we're saying we're setting the expectation that we're going to try to get a purchase agreement on the first call, right? We set that expectation from the beginning of the call that, hey, normally if it makes sense for us to move forward, I'll drop a purchase agreement for us to review together before moving forward. Is that fair, right? And I'm not going to go over the rest of the call. I think we can do this as we go live each day. Maybe we can just take a section. That way we can actually get into the live dials because it's already 7:35. But this just gives an idea that, it's better to be structured in the call. It doesn't mean you have to be scripted, right? But whenever you have a script, you do have a structure, a formula that you normally stick to so that if the seller so happens to take you astray on the conversation, you're not like a chicken, a headless chicken, not knowing where to go, not having any direction. You know where to bring them back to in the conversation so that you can try to get a deal closed and funded or try to get a contract locked up.
Yeah, 100%. Like eventually not to be feeling lost on the call, because like it's really embarrassing when you feel like lost during the call. Like, did I ask this question? No, I don't know if I'm not sure if I asked this question. So what if I asked a seller like a question twice? It's gonna look like, like I'm not even paying attention to the seller.
Yes, exactly. Yep. 100%, bro. And this is what it's so important to understand, that questions determine the direction. Questions determine the direction. So if you're asking the right question and the right series of questions, it'll determine the direction of the call. And sometimes the direction of the call is that the seller disqualifies themselves from being anybody we would ever work with. In that case, we end the call, and that's okay. Or the direction of the questions can be towards, oh, snap, this could actually be a really good deal. And then we end up making an offer. So it's the same strategy. It's the same set and series of questions that get you to where you want to be in the sales conversation. So sales is not something where it's like, you got to be a pushy car salesman or, you have to be manipulative or anything like that. It's just, no, it's simply following a process and doing it the same way every single time and adapting to the different changes so that you can have the same result. We either disqualify the seller and they're not somebody we would ever work with, or we qualify the seller and make them an offer and hope that they say yes.
Straight up, 100%.
Right? All right. So with that said, let's get to it. I got some leads right now that I'm pulling up from the new. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask about, like, do you have the Superhuman PPL leads?
I do. I have them pulled up right here, my guy. So I'm about to make the first dial. Let's get to it. right, let's go. First dial of the day.
You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
That's not a sign, bro. That's not a sign. That's just a coincidence.
Please check the number and try your call again.
All right, I'm just gonna dial it again. It's the right number, right?
Let me check.
You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in
Yeah, it's the right number. All right, so I'm just gonna mark that and that was not either like not an accurate number or the number's disconnected. All right, on to the next.
And let me tell you something, bro. If this happens with any of the Superhuman PPL clients, that like the easiest thing they can do is that they have a like customer service email for Superhuman PPL. You just have to send back the lead, and then we're gonna replace it to them, so they're not paying money for nothing, you know.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All
Send
right.
us good vibes, guys.
Send
if you
us-
see this video, like it.
Rocky says, "Entrepreneur music, last dance, my hype song before I talk to sellers."
Hey.
Hey, Irma.
Yeah, who is this?
Hey, this is Aaron.
Yeah, what? Aaron?
Oh, I was calling about the property there on Lindsay Street.
Oh, you want to rent or buy?
I was wanting to buy it if you're interested in selling.
Well, have you seen it?
I've seen it online. I'm looking at it right now. I like this zip code. Were you interested in selling it?
Well, yeah, I will sell it if the price is right, but I'm not interested in giving it away. I've gotten a couple of calls and they want to just me to give it to them. I wasn't interested in that.
That makes sense. Yes, sir.
What are your price range for that now?
Well, I can let you know. I can let you know right now. I just have a couple questions about the property, and then I can get you a price range right now.
All right.
And so I'm imagining just because it looks like it's in pretty good condition, that it's occupied, correct?
Yes, I got a tenant there.
Okay, nice. And let's say I purchase it from you, and I keep the tenant in there. How much is he paying a month?
Well, it's a young lady, so but anyway, she's paying 13 because
Okay.
I know her family and I rented a couple $100 below. But the average rent for that house is between 15 and 18.
Okay, gotcha. You're just cutting her a break on the rental price.
Right, but she's gonna be leaving around 18 or something. I mean around December or something like that.
Are you open to selling it prior to her lease ending, or
Yeah, she's on a 30-day notice. I have to give her at least 30 or 45 days. But
well, let's say you and I agree on a price. How soon are you ready to move forward?
well, at least 30 days. I got to give her at least 30 days.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, normally it takes us about that time to close on a deal, as long as title is clear and everything.
Yeah, there's no lien or judgment against them. It's a clear title.
And then how many bedrooms was it? My records here show it's a 3-bedroom, correct?
That is correct.
And it's a 2-bath?
2 bath.
Okay, yes, sir. And so
Excuse me.
Just to kind of give you an idea on how we operate, Mr. Johnny, we purchase properties all cash, and we're not realtors. And so there's no realtor fees or anything like that. But if I could close quick and just make this the easiest transaction ever, how much would you need for the property?
About 250.
250?
Right.
Okay. I'm imagining it's in perfect condition.
No, it's not in perfect condition, but it's in good condition.
What do you mean it's in good and not perfect condition? What am I going to need to fix whenever I get in there?
Well, you don't need to fix anything, but the countertop, 2 bathroom vanities. They're not bad, but they're not brand new.
Okay, understood.
And And that's about it. It's been paid all the way throughout within the last a little less than a year and a half.
Okay.
It's paid all the way through, and some of the flooring has been replaced.
Yes, sir. And let me ask you this, Mr. Johnny, are you negotiable on that 250 at all?
Might be a little bit, but not very much. I got two daughters, and I'm not desperate to sell. I would sell because I got a birthday this month. I'll be 86, and I'm tired of rental properties. I'm gonna get probably liquidate all my properties.
Holy smokes! I did not know you were in your 80s. You sound good.
Yeah.
You sound very good.
Well, thank you. But like I said, I have two daughters, and they're capable of taking over. But if I could sell them and put the money in the bank, it'd be just, and they won't have to go through that.
Sure. Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I don't have a need other than that to get rid of the property. I'm not in trouble with it or anything like that, and it's taking care of itself. So I can sell it or keep it. It doesn't really matter.
That makes sense. Do you know what year it was built?
I don't remember, but the house is about, I don't think it's quite 30 years old, but around that age, something like that.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking a look right now. I'm just looking at the numbers while I'm talking to you, and I really like the property. I think I have all the information I need in order to see what I can qualify it for in terms of a cash offer. I'm going to place you on a brief hold, and I'm going to come right back. Hold on one moment, Mr. Johnny, and I'll come back right now with an offer.
Okay.
Yes, sir. One moment. Okay, y'all. So here's what I'm seeing. I just placed him on hold right now. His is a 1981 build, 1,600 square foot. The smallest property in the area is a 1584 that sold for 250. Let me just see what condition it sold for. This is the property that sold. It's smaller than ours, and it sold for 250. I just want to see, okay, why? So it's in like as is condition. So I think, I mean, shoot, I would have to start at 250, and then I'd have to take $25,000 off for an ovation, and then say I want at least 20,000. So I mean, my offer is 200. So, all right, it's way less than what the seller wants. The seller wants 250. The most I can give him, if we want to make a profit on this deal, is 200. So yeah, that's a good idea. So let's see right now. Hey, Mr. Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have good news.
All right.
I was able to look up the numbers, and it looks like I'm able to be qualified. I'm able to qualify you for a cash offer, and we can make it really, really easy. The challenge is, in order to get the property to sell at a premium, I'm going to need to do some sort of updates to it. So I think you're right in terms of the value of the property. I'm just thinking with the amount of work I'm going to need to put into it, we can be at $200,000 cash. I can pay all the closing costs for you, and there's no realtor fees or anything or any hidden fees like that. We'll take care of the entire process, and we could make this a really easy transaction if you're willing to work with us.
I'm not willing for that 200. I'd rather keep it than let the daughters deal with it.
Okay, completely understood.
Right.
Understood.
It'll be more valuable to them because, like I say, with the amount of rent I can get out, because 213, I'm just renting as a favor for that price. But the minimum for anybody else going to be 15 a month. But the average houses over there about from $1,500 to $1,800, $1,900 a month, and the city got that on the fast track there. rehabbing the area. Prices and the prices are going up. They sold 2 bedrooms for 220 and 2 like that. And one of them was only about less than 2 blocks from me. They sold a 2 bedroom for 220. And I'm on a corner lot, fenced in, got a gazebo and a small deck, and a big shed in the yard. And this house didn't have a garage. Didn't have a garage door. So no, I appreciate the offer, but I wouldn't be interested.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Would you be could you work with me at all on the price? If I can do what I can to work with you, I don't want to nickel and dime you. I'd like for both of us to be able to make something happen. I'm just in the middle of a rock and a hard place because I want to give you an offer that's a fair market value.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'd like to make a measure of profit on the back end, and everybody's happy whenever we fix it up, So can you work with me at all on that number?
I'll talk with my daughter. If you want to give her a call back tomorrow evening, that'd be fine. But I'm kind of the opinion that I need to get that for it. Now, basically, they had to go ahead and sell it for less. I might be persuaded to do that. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think. Because I know what the area is doing, and the city has put a lot of money into it, and they've already changed the area. And I hate to say it, but it's fast becoming a young white professional area.
Sure, I understand.
Right. I'm a black man, so I have to be careful when I talk about things like that. But it's happening. I see it all the time. And I have friends that in politics, and they all agree that's what's going on. So I mean, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, I could sell it or not, but I want to leave as much for my 2 daughters as possible.
Yes, sir. It makes sense. Well, if you would allow me one more opportunity, let me just place you on a brief hold and let me see what I can do, because I don't want to have to lose a deal unnecessarily. Just bear with me.
If you don't mind, could you call me tomorrow, because I'm getting ready to grab a light salad. I took it out of the refrigerator, and it's about ready to go now. So, and I'm kind of getting a little lucky. So if you would just, whatever you can put together, call me tomorrow. I'll be here in the evening now. So,
Mr. Johnny, I think that I know you want to go get your food. I can let you go. I think this will only take a minute. I just wanted to check something really quick, and I'll at least come back with a number for you. Okay?
all right.
Hold on one moment. All right. The only reason I insisted, y'all, is because look, I didn't see this. I thought it was in descending order. Look, ours is 1,600. Okay, he's right with what he's saying, because look, this one, number 7 right here. Look. Smaller than ours. Look at what it sold for. Am I tripping? Look, and then so this is number 7, and then number 4. All right, it's within the appraisal rules, and it sold for 340. So let's say I can, and then this one sold way smaller than ours, sold for 270. So let's say as is, it can sell for 280 conservatively, right? Based on those numbers, 280 minus 28. He wants 50. I mean, he wants 250. So.
Well, that is saying if it's 280.
That's if it's 280. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that he doesn't hang up on me right now, and let me run these numbers over here real quick. Because let's see, why did it sell for that price? I mean, it was rehabbed, so 355. So let's say if it was as is turnkey, 55, like 85%. Oh, that's 301. Okay, so let's say 300 is what it sold for, minus 30,000. Dang, that puts us at 270.
That puts us at 250 minus the 20K.
Okay, so should we do it?
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, Mr. Johnny.
Yes, sir.
I know you wanted to get food, and I'm so appreciative that you gave me a few minutes because I was listening to what you were saying and I was running the numbers while I'm talking to you, and I'm like, you sure are right, and I'm not gonna argue with you. And I don't, like I said, I don't want to nickel and dime you. I think that we can move forward at the 250 so long as you were ready to give us at least 30 days or 45 days to let your tenant know. But we'd be more than happy to purchase the property with her still as a tenant. That way it can alleviate any of the challenges you're facing right now, since you're looking to liquidate quickly.
Give me an opportunity to speak with her and see whether she would want to go with the new ownership. And I'll make sure my daughters are on the same page, and I'll have a firm answer tomorrow morning.
Got you. And when you, yes, sir. And when you say firm answer, are you saying that, so the answer is not yes right now?
Well, it's yes, but I did give my daughters input. I would value their input.
Okay.
And I haven't talked with them in a couple of weeks about the project. So I don't know what they're saying, whether they're jumping up and down. No, Dad, we want to keep it. We want to keep it. You know, they're all ladies, so they have a right to change their mind.
Sure.
We've given them that right.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Those are your babies. So
Be wise.
I understand. Well, let me ask you this. What happens? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, what I was going to say is that I'm going to be out a bit tomorrow. But if you don't mind, tomorrow evening would work better for me.
Okay.
Give an opportunity to talk with both of them.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, I can touch base with you tomorrow evening. And let me ask you this. Let's say you share it with your daughters and they say no, and they're just kicking and screaming. I'm imagining that means that it's over for me, huh?
Yeah. I don't mean to be blunt. I don't mean to be blunt or nasty or anything.
No, I appreciate it. He's like, yeah.
But I've given them that authority more than
Yeah.
I'm a widow.
Mm.
Yeah, I have some 3 grands and 2 great grands, but in decision making the process, my 2 daughters did become my mamas.
Sure. Yeah.
So I don't think that they would have that much problem with it, but you just don't know what really is going to come up with it.
Sure. Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that. Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Johnny, it has been such a pleasure talking with you. What I'll do is I'll touch base with you tomorrow evening. Oh, shucks.
Oh, yeah. Accidentally hung up.
The call dropped, but I don't think he banged on me. Normally I can tell when somebody bangs on me or they hang up the phone on me, but I don't think that he did. So I'm just gonna call him back. I hope he did it.
Maybe his phone died.
I think it sounds like his phone died, yo.
You should send him text though, because he has other properties.
It was literally like talking.
Yeah, his phone had to have died because he was in the middle of talking and okay. So quick little recap. So we're underwriting the deal. As we're underwriting it, we see that another property had sold for $250 in as is condition. So I'm like, shoot, our property is like the same metrics, the same bed bath count, the same everything, same neighborhood. And so we're like, okay, we can sell this property on the market for $250. Mind you, the seller wants $250. So we're like, okay, we can sell it for $250 on the market, but we have to take 10% off of that because that's what a novation, we have to pay all the fees, the realtor fees, the closing costs, miscellaneous fees. So we took 10% off the top. and said, okay, so that's 250 minus 25,000, which is 25, leaves us with 225. So we want to make 20,000. So that means our offer was 20,000, right? To make 25, 30,000. Well, he's not having that offer. Well, while he's talking to me, I'm continuing to look at the numbers, Mo, and what I saw is that, wait a minute, I thought that it was going in descending order, that I was looking at the smallest square footage. But no, there were other properties that were, as I scroll down, that were in our same square footage, the same bed bath count, and the same year built, generational gap. And those houses were selling at 275 as is, 280. We had some ARV at 340, 350, 370, 400s. And I'm like, oh, snap, I didn't see all of this. So that's why I said, you know what, this might work. Let me just put you on hold. And then if y'all caught this, he said, well, you know, I'm hungry. I'm about to go eat my salad. And I said, I know that you want to eat. I'm not trying to be rude, but this will only take a couple minutes. Let me go back and see if I can at least match what you're looking for. And we went back. Now, when me and Cece ran the numbers, we said, okay, if the ARV for a similar sized property is 344, the as-is value of it should be about 80% on the MLS. So I just want you to understand how we ran the numbers the way we did. Does that make sense to everybody? If the ARV on a same situation is 344, we said 80%, we can sell this on the MLS right now. And so we came up with,
it was 300.
like 300,000. So we're like, okay, 300,000 minus, if we can, that means we can sell this on the market for 300,000 minus 10%, which is 30,000. All right, that leaves us with 270. He's asking 250. That's our 20,000 right there. So we were able to make him the $250,000 offer. Guys, this is why it's so important to understand different strategies. Because if that was a wholesale deal, that conversation would have been ended in the first 5 minutes.
And even like the seller was willing to work with you, even though when you made him the first offer, he was asking for 215, you made him like $200,000. It's like, you know, like it's like literally like not even half of what he was asking for. And like he was willing to work with you. And that's the importance of having like good quality leads, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. 100%. 100%. Right. All right. And I've been preaching this. I've been preaching this for a while, that if you're getting leads, and by the way, let me quote Tati Tedemit, the queen of virtual wholesaling. She says there's no such thing, as long as you're getting people who are raising their hand and expressing interest, there's no such thing as bad leads. But there is a such thing as poor acquisitions. This is 100% facts. If you're getting people who are expressing interest in selling, then it's not. What do I mean by poor acquisitions? Because this will frustrate people, what I'm saying about poor acquisitions. The script that we're using, the tonality that we're using, the cadence that we're using to follow up with the sellers, right? Are we calling them one time? If they don't answer, calling them again. If they don't answer, calling them again. If they don't answer, leaving a voicemail, and then texting them, and then doing that twice a day for the first 5 days. Then following a sales process, following a script, right? This is, you know, and then after talking to them, like for example, we just followed the script with this gentleman that we're on the phone with right now. JJ, I'm going to answer your question right now on TikTok. I'll answer your question right now. Hold on 1 second, bro. Right? This gentleman, he said yes after we ran him through the entire script, but he was not going to move forward right now because he needs to speak to his daughters, right? Because those are his babies, right? And so does that mean we lost the deal? Does that mean we didn't do our due diligence or our job? No, it means that 80% of the deals that we contract will come from between touches 8 and 15. These are real live stats, right, Mo? These are real live data points. These are not just opinions that I'm saying. 80% of the business that you contract and close will come from your follow-ups. And you know what's crazy about it? Most salespeople, this is not just in real estate. This is in any industry that you can think of. most salespeople will call the person, get them on the phone, tell them that they're gonna, or like the person like this is tells them to call back and let's see if we can move forward. Most salespeople will never follow up. Most people never even make the first call. Less than 50%, and these are real life stats from a study that was done with NAR, the National Association of Realtors. I think it was no, it wasn't NAR. It was Yale Institute. It was Keller Williams, and yeah, I think it was the NAR. And anyway, what they found is that less than 50% of people make the follow-up call. Less than 85% of people will follow up 2 times. But what do we know statistically? That it takes 8 to 15 follow-ups to get 80% of your business. And 80% of all of the people out there are not even going to call the first lead because they're prejudiced. And then if they do call the lead and they have any sort of, the person wasn't begging to take them home, you know what I'm saying, or buy their home. The seller wasn't absolutely begging them. They're never going to follow up. And so what my point is, guys, there's no such, you have no competition in this business. Most people are so emotionally weak that they're just going to stop when at their first signs of defeat. Anyway, Sahara says, what up, big perm? I mean, big worm. Yes, it takes many, many no's. Got to armor up. That is hilarious. She said, what up, big perm? I mean, big worm. All right, where did that come from, y'all? Where did that quote come from? All right, okay, real quick, before we get into our next dial, I want to answer JJ's question. He says, how do you estimate the repairs? And how do you inspect a house in a different state? Ooh, this right here
Also, this one
is a good question, okay?
it was actually
Curtis,
55.
Curtis, don't go anywhere. Curtis, don't go anywhere. I'm going to answer your question too. Yeah. Let me go over this question real quick, and then I'll answer this question, and then we'll go from there. So let's start with JJ. He says, how do you estimate the repairs? JJ, I hope you're taking notes because I'm going to blitz through this very, very quickly. Here's how we estimate the repairs. There are 5 major items that you need to repair on any property that you're rehabbing. 5 we call it the big 5. And that is foundation, roof, electric, plumbing, and then foundation. Oh, my bad. Let me do it again. HVAC. Yeah. So let me do it again. It's foundation, roof, electrical, plumbing, and then HVAC. HVAC stands for the heating, ventilation, air conditioning. All right. HVAC. Okay. Those are the big 5. Then you have a bonus number 6 that's kind of incidental with all of them, right? And that is cosmetic. Cosmetic are the flooring, the baseboards, the paint, the windows, the doors, the fixtures, the cabinets, the countertops, the externals, the fascia, you get the point. These are all the cosmetic things that don't affect the structure. Okay, so I hope you got that, JJ. And so now, how do you determine the level of the formula based on the repairs? So if the property needs none of the structural items, only the cosmetic items, then it can sell. Then the formula is ARV times 0.65 minus your profit equals offer. That is if it is only cosmetic. It does not need a new roof, does not need foundation, does not need electrical, does not need plumbing, does not need any of the structural items or roof in this case, right? So if it doesn't need any of those things, but it does need to be cosmetically updated, then the formula is ARV times 0.65 equals minus profit equals offer. Now, I'm not trying to get complicated here, but if you're in a market where the ARV, the median house price in the area is above 350,000, it's above 380, 400 and above. For cosmetic rehabs, you can go up to 0.72, 0.75. Okay. All right. Then the next one is what we call a gut rehab. A gut rehab is if you need 2 to 3 of the 5. If you need 2 to 3 of the 5, then it's a gut rehab. So if it needs electrical, if it needs plumbing, and it needs a roof, Foundation is good though. HVAC is good. Okay, 2 to 3. This is what we call a gut rehab. In this case, you can the formula is ARV times 0.55. Okay, ARV times 0.55.
So what if everything needs to be replaced, like roof, HVAC, foundation, electrical, plumbing, everything? It's gonna be 45, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yep. All right. The Marine from Texas says, "Can you leave this up? My first time joining your live and wanted to go back and get those numbers and watch the live." Yes, sir. I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up. For some time. We'll leave it up for some time. All right. Now there's variance here. There's variance depending on the median house cost in your value in your area, the median house price in your area. But you can. I'm giving you the basic streamline. So you do have a measure of flexibility. If you're in a market where the ARV is 350 and higher, okay, then for a gut rehab, you might be able to go up to 0.58. You might be able to go up to 0.6, right? Or if you're in an area like a Memphis or an Indiana or, certain areas where the ARVs are in the 180s, 150s, okay, then you're going to use a measure of discernment and you're going to be able to go a little bit lower on your formula. But I'm giving you a baseline that works just about everywhere, okay? Does that make sense? All right, and then the last one that we'll go over, there's a couple more, but I'm just going to go over one more. JJ, I don't know if you're there, but if you are, I hope, oh yeah, my man JJ is here. Let's go. Okay, so check this out. The last one is what we call a structural rehab. A structural rehab is when it's going to need all of the big five. It's going to need a new roof. It's going to need foundation. It's going to need electrical. It's going to need plumbing. It's going to need foundation. Oh, my bad. HVAC, my bad. I always do that.
Foundation.
I'm not actually a construction guy, y'all, just so y'all know. Like, I am not the dude doing the GC work. You know what I mean? It's incredibly... I love to see those of you who do that. It's very masculine of you, and I respect it. But that is not me. I do the paperwork.
Anyways, that's 4 or 5.
All right. So the structural rehabs are 0.35 to 0.45. 0.35 if your ARVs are if your ARVs are 350 and lower. 0.35 for a structural rehab minus profit equals offer.
Can we complete this series with the vacant lands? What if we're
All right, let's just go ahead and run it. I like the way you think. Okay, so for the vacant lands or a tear down, this means that the property is only as good as this piece of real estate is only as good as the land. That means either the house is a complete tear down and needs to be destroyed and condemned, or it's just the land. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to take what nearby properties are selling for with a structure all fixed up on similar lot size times 0.2. And by the way, 0.2 is if it's in a hot market. That's if it's in a hot market. Okay. If it's in a lower or slower market, you're going to be at the ARV in this case, which is what similar lot size property with a fixed up structure on it has sold for times 0.15 in a lower income market or a slower market. That's what you're going to do. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so with that said, I know that there's a lot of questions in here. I'm gonna get to the questions, I promise. Curtis, can you bear with me? Because I want to make live dials at the same time. Okay, but let me just answer. Let me answer Curtis's question, and then we'll get back to the dials. All right.
You just misquoted the ARV on Curtis's question. We were saying it's 380, but it was 350 or something, so I left it here.
Okay, Curtis, are you still there, bro? Curtis's question, Curtis just heard the live dial that we did, and Curtis is like, okay, can y'all explain y'all's math to me? Because I'm like, how did y'all get to this number? So I want to be very clear, Curtis, that the offer that we gave on that last deal that we just called right now was a novation offer. So he says 340 ARV times 80% is 300K. I'm trying to learn the math on this. So basically what we did is we said the ARV is 344. Okay. And higher.
We multiply that by 80%, which is to be sold as is, right? That's like the 20% like profit that an end buyer is gonna need to make. So that leaves
That's
you
if
at
it's
300.
355. Okay, got you. Either our numbers were wrong on this and Curtis just called it out, or okay, let's break this down. So on this, hold on, let me run it back. Let me run it back, Curtis. Oh, yeah, 355. Yeah. I was like, man, my numbers off because Curtis. Okay, so let me explain, Curtis.
Yeah, we just misspoke. We said
Yeah,
it wrong.
my bad. So Curtis, so the ARV, it was 355. Okay. The AR, and by the way, that's a conservative 355 because that's of the lower ARVs. They were as is joints that are selling for 270 something. So the ARV on it conservatively is 355. Okay. And so what we said is, okay, on the market, this could sell right now 80% of that for as is. So 80% of 355 is 284 minus 25,000. Oh, I'm sorry, 284 minus 20,000, which is how much money we want to make. Bro, this is like a $34,000 deal. Does that make sense, Curtis? So we wanted to, we were trying, when we did the 80%, we were trying to determine what the property would sell for right now in as is condition. So we said this property should move as is at 80% of its ARV, as is, right? And so that number was 284. And then we take our we take 10% off of that. Okay,
But
so
this
might have been where we this might have been where we confused because I think I overspoke. Okay,
we may
so
list it in the video. So
yeah,
we're not gonna.
You know what I didn't factor in is oh wait, no, yeah, that is it. Yeah. 300,000 is what it could as is for. Minus 30,000. Wait, what do we say? 255? Oh, no, 355.
355.
It's what it as is for. 80% is what it can sell for on the market.
284.
Minus
28. No, yeah. So okay. So I have my numbers wrong. It would still be a profitable deal in this case, but yeah, it is actually a $6,000 deal.
Yeah. But bro, in this case, if we're gonna be listing it with a listing agent, we can list it on a flat fee. We're gonna be able to make more money on it.
Facts. That is true. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Curtis. I appreciate you. So it's still a profitable deal. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna lie. It is a little bit lower than we had originally anticipated. You know what I'm saying?
We also did 0.85, not 0.8.
Yeah. So that was on me. Y'all. But still, I mean, it's still.
I'm not gonna be mad at 6,000, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
not mad at a $6,000 deal, y'all. All right. David Johnson said, what's the lead gen method? This is Superhuman PPL, y'all. Superhuman PPL. I'm really excited about it. It's something new. It's something new that we're using as a team. And I mean, y'all are seeing me call it live. And so I'm excited, what we're doing, what we're creating. YouTube says the Talesman Hustle said, I just got here. What are we selling? We're selling contracts, Playboy. This is real estate wholesaling. Real estate wholesaling, right? Where the objective is to locate deeply discounted pieces of real estate, get them under contract, and then sell the contracts and or buy the properties ourselves and create an exit strategy, right? Dina knew where the quote came from. She knew that it came from Friday. Let's go. Dina says also, if y'all want to be part of the livest wholesaling community, Aaron Bevins relaunched the Superhuman Wholesalers Building Your Business with Predictability School Group. You can join here. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Let's go, Dina. Let's
We
go.
just put that in TikTok as well.
Yeah. And let me tell y'all, the Superhuman community is taking over. The level of success. Let me just share this while I get into my next call, because if I brag about anything, I gotta brag about the community. Let me just tell y'all about the community real quick. Okay. We had Eduardo. He just joined the community, y'all. He just joined the community like a few weeks ago. And he generated a $30,000 assignment this week that's scheduled to close this week. $30,000 assignment. EMD deposited and everything. Stop playing. Then
Let's go.
on the same call, bro, Reggie, who just joined a few weeks ago as well, he got a $10,000 assignment that's scheduled to close this week as well. EMD and everything deposited. Right? The level of success that we're seeing in our community is dope, man. All right. Andy says, do you do virtual or local? We do both, bro. We do both. Yeah, matter of fact, we just got shout out some members in our community, just sent me and Cece 2 deals. One was his father-in-law, and another one, was somebody that he was in connection with, but two members in our community just sent us 2 JV deals that are looking like really good deals where we can solve the seller's problem, make our JV partner money, make us some money, make us a good amount of money. And that's local. That's local to us. That's in our city. And in terms of virtual, I mean, Mo, tell them some of the places that we've generated leads just for JCB, bro.
Bro, like literally everywhere.
Yep. We've done Baltimore, St. Louis, we've done Dallas, we've done California, Northern California,
Ohio.
Florida. Go ahead.
Ohio. We have like 40,
bro. Ohio. Yep, absolutely. Daniel Wright says, did you ever get back in contact with Amelia? Oh, snap. Daniel, I didn't, bro. I didn't. Daniel, do me a favor. I don't think I saved your number. Text me again. That way, it could bring it up, and then I'll go ahead and call her right now, bro. Yeah, let's go. Sean says, are these warm leads or cold call leads? These are warm leads. These are actually they're cold call leads. Oh, I'm sorry. These are warm leads that came from cold calls. Does that make sense? Baby Elve says, I need to sign up. You do. We're changing people's lives, fam. Like for real. All right. We're changing people's lives. Our objective is to generate multiple 6-figure earners and 7-figure earners. And we've proven ourselves to be able to do this 16 times already. 16 times we've helped people already achieve 7-figure revenues. My man Curtis says, money is money. I'll take 6K any day. You're. All right. Yeah, 100%. Okay, Daniel says, don't call today because it's 9:21 here, bro, but I'll text you. All right, bro. Yeah, text me, bro. Text me. And we'll make it happen. All right. A few, yeah. All right, guys, let's get into the next dial. Anna says, I'm assuming you're also a real estate investor. I don't know if I consider myself a real estate investor right now. I'm more of an entrepreneur, and I utilize wholesaling real estate as a vehicle. I do want to become an investor one day. You know what I'm saying? I do want to, and I have invested. So I guess you could call me an investor You know what I'm saying? But how many doors do I own right now? None. 0 doors. How many notes do I own right now? None. I've sold all the doors that I've had. I've sold all the notes that I have, and I haven't flipped a house in like 2 years, maybe a little bit more. So I don't know if I would consider myself an active investor right now, but I'm more of an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of an entrepreneur where I'm focused on building business systems. I'm focused on sales right now and building our organization so that I can use the cash flow from my business systems to invest in real estate to set up wealth and that's generational wealth for our family and the kids and all that fun stuff. But even then, primarily, that's just one of the assets. We really want to leave businesses. You know what I'm saying? Business is the name of the game. Investing is going to be something that we utilize to help build our wealth. But our excitement, our love, our passion is for business. So I hope, if this turns anybody off, where you're like, oh, I thought you were an investor. And okay, well, I'm not the guy to follow. Go follow somebody else. I'm an entrepreneur. I love business. And so that's the content you'll hear from me. That's what you'll get from me. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll hear me. But here's the thing: you'll hear me talk more about investing when I'm actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sean said, "Do you hold any property?" Nah. We're building businesses, bro. But again, we do have the intention to hold property and make that a part of our wealth building plan. You know what I'm saying? We're just not doing it right now at this very moment. Justin Helms says, y'all follow this guy. He's legit. Spitting facts right here. Let's go, Justin. I appreciate you, fam. Andy says, I want to try virtual wholesaling. How would I start in a different market looking for leads? Yeah, what I would do is I'd reach out to Superhuman PPL. If you have a budget of at least $1,000 or more, guys, I would go to Superhuman PPL. And I'm only telling you that because that's what I'm using. I can only vouch for what I'm using. And what I'm using is working, as y'all are seeing right here. And it's a high quality marketing program that allows you to generate leads on demand for geo-specific and geo-targeted leads for $45 a lead. I've never seen that before. You check any PPL program and their leads are $150, $130 starting. And that's, by the way, that if you have geo-targeting, it's $250 a lead. Don't believe me. Go Google it for yourself. But Superhuman PPL allows you to get geo-targeting leads for $45 a lead. So that's what we're doing right now.
It's called Superhuman PPL.
Nicholas says, well, what is that called again? It's called Superhuman PPL, like CC just said. It's called Superhuman PPL. I don't have a link where I can put it here, guys, because but you can DM me. I'll connect you with the team that provides our leads. Sean Entrepreneurial says, you ever cleared $100K a month? Yes, brother. Yes. My most recent $100,000 month was 3 months ago. That's no cap.
Way much more, bro. I'm witnessing everything, and I'm saying it, bro. Way much more than $100,000.
Yeah, exactly. It was more than this, bro. I've cleared. The biggest month I've ever had is a $250,000 month. But I'm not gonna front. Like some of them, there were deals that had been pending for some time. There were a lot of the new ones. There were JV deals. But that and then there were other streams of revenue that were included in that. The biggest month that I've ever done in just assignment fees is like 105,000. Biggest month I've ever done. Okay. The Marine from Texas says, how can someone join this community? I'm seeing people messaging from Facebook. Yeah, brother, you're on YouTube. And so send me here. I'll put my number in here and then you can text it. I just put my number right there. And so you can text me. That's my personal cell phone number. If you're interested in joining the community, text that number. And let me tell y'all real quick, because I know we got to get to these dials, bro. But I'm excited. I'm excited right now. But let me just tell you about our community real quick. Our objective is to help 100 people achieve 7-figure revenues. But I'm not trying to overwhelm and And I'm not trying to discourage anybody because maybe that number seems crazy. That number might seem crazy. And maybe that's not your goal. Maybe your goal is not to do 7 figures. That's totally fine. Think about it. Just to do $100,000 means you need to be generating an additional $8,300 a month. So how would you like to generate an additional $8,300 a month? Well, you can do that following a simple formula, wholesaling real estate. From home, you can do it from home, and many people do it part-time. Most of the people that get started are part-time. All right. So, and that's not me making any income promises or things like this. What I'm saying is that it's possible for you to do this because that's what we teach you to do. And so I say that to say, if you're interested in joining a community where we're going to hold your hand and we're going to walk you through the process from understanding the paperwork, understanding the contracting process, understanding exactly what to say to the sellers whenever you get them on the phone, understanding exactly when to send the paperwork to the title company, step by step, giving you ultimate clarity on how to wholesale with predictability, making a minimum of $8,300 to $10,000 a month, right? That's what we do. Then whenever you get more advanced, then we can talk about how to do it with predictability and how to streamline your process. All right. All right. On YouTube, my brother Brandon Mitchell says, Aaron, is this your number? Yes, it's my number. You could text me. He says, do y'all got a Discord? We got something better than Discord, Papa.
Sean, we are on school. It's Superhuman Wholesalers.
Yep, Superhuman Wholesalers on school. You can find us on school. You can find us on IG. We have a free Facebook group that has about 20,000 people in it. If you want to get very, very surface level, we drop value for free in there all the time. But if you want us to walk you, like handhold you and like hold you accountable, build out your personal business plan, you know what I mean? Help you structure your business, do deals with you, provide you with private capital to be able to do these deals. Yes, we do that as well. You know, then definitely join the community. It's a really dope thing that we have going on. All right, with that said, I get too excited, y'all. We're here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to make live dials.
Isaac, the PPL company is called Superhuman PPL.
Superhuman PPL. Guys, if you're wondering what the lead source is that we're calling, it's Superhuman PPL. Just send me a DM. I'll connect you with the team that's providing us the leads.
Jonathan, I put the number you can text. That's how you can be a part of the community.
Be Different says, I got the tax property list today from my county. I'm so ready to see what I get. Yeah, let's go. Isaac says, are these exclusive leads? Yes, 100%. Your leads are only your leads. Your leads are only your leads. It's not like other PPL programs where they're going to say, hey, you get this lead. If you don't get it sold, if you don't contract the lead in 4 hours, we're going to sell the lead to somebody else. This is not that. Hey,
$300 a lead.
Hey, I'm not knocking anybody either. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying that's not what this is. If you buy the lead and you get the lead, it's your lead. Or am I misunderstanding, Mo?
No, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And it's not at $300 a lead. That's the best part about it.
Exactly. So Sean says, how much spend on leads for my company or for this live? Or are you saying in general? It's about $45 a lead, Papa. It's about $45 a lead. So if you want to know how much I'm spending on leads, my company, just from this campaign, last month, I don't know how many leads did we generate last month. I know that we just generated like 300 leads. So we just generated 300 leads for my sales team. $45 a lead, that's 13,000 on leads. But that's me. I'm not saying you got to be me. I'm not saying you got to do what we're doing. But the entry for this campaign is $1,000. So you got to have at least $1,000 to invest in your marketing. By the way, if you don't have $1,000, you shouldn't be investing in leads anyway. You should be trying to go get your first 2 to 3 to 5 deals to have money to spend in this business. Then when you can reinvest in this business, When you have $1,000, then you should be investing. So if you don't have $1,000, guess what? Don't even worry about the fact that I'm calling warm leads. You should be cold calling. You should be cold texting. You should be door knocking. You should be writing letters. You should be doing all the free stuff so that you can be making as much money as humanly possible.
Facts.
So I'm not trying to tell everybody go do what I do. Not everybody's at this level where you can invest $13,000 into the leads for your team, and that's okay. Because I'm telling you, once you get to this level, there's like different devils that you have to overcome and face anyway, like salaries and having 130 people on staff that you have to take care of, even whenever you have slow months, right? So anyway, that's a whole different thing.
What's the website for Superhuman?
What's the website for Superhuman? It is.
It's not yet launched. It's gonna be launched. It's gonna be launched like by Thursday maximum.
Yeah, bro. Right now, the website is yourwholesalebiz.com. What you do is go to yourwholesalebiz.com, yourwholesalebiz.com.
It's in the comments if you scroll up.
It's in the comments, and you're gonna book a strategy call. That strategy call is gonna be where we basically dissect your entire business, and we point you in the right direction. We try to see if we can help you. If we can help you, by the way, this is completely free. If we can help you, we're going to point you in the right direction and let you know what we have to offer. And at the end of the call, you can make a decision if you want to be a part of it or not. Okay. Now, in a worst case scenario, we can't help you because guess what? We can't help everybody. Everybody is not who we can work with, and we're not for everybody. And I just want to make that very, very clear. But here's what's dope about it. Even if we cannot help you, guess what? We will make sure that we point you in the right direction. Maybe there's no way that I can serve you personally, but I'll say, hey, go follow this person because they solved the challenge that you have. Or, hey, have you thought about this method or this strategy because that fits your price point or that fits your lifestyle right now? You know what I'm saying? Okay. I be getting excited about this stuff, bro. Come on, stop playing with me, Mo. I love business. I love business, man. I love business, bro. Guys, I just realized what time it is. Sean says Superhuman Wholesalers. Yes, sir. That's where we are on school. But hold on, let me type it in. Hold on. How do I type in here? Comment. Okay, bet. Okay, so go to yourwholesalebiz.com. Yourwholesalebiz.com. Boom. That's where you can go. Book a strategy session with me. It's 100% free. By the way, I'm back to doing strategy sessions, y'all. All right, I'm back to doing strategy sessions. You know what that means? That means I'm not delegating this probably for a very short amount of time. I'm actually creating your business strategy. I'm actually consulting with you. All right. So if you go to yourwholesalebiz.com, all right, that's it right there. If you go to yourwholesalebiz.com, you can book a free strategy session with me. And what we'll do is I'll dissect your business. I'm gonna now don't book here's what this is not for. Okay, here's who this is not for. If you're not ready to commit to this business and you are not serious about whether or not you want to get to 6 figures in a year, don't even book the strategy session. Wait until you're serious. You know why? Because I'm gonna be asking you questions that are gonna cut straight to like very probing questions. So if you're not ready to be all the way 100 and be vulnerable and be like, here's what it is. This is my situation. Here's where I want to go. Don't even waste your time because I'm a coach. I'm a true coach. I'm a coach's coach. And what that means is I want to know numbers. I want to know the real deal Holyfield because I'm not a therapist asking you, how do you feel? I'm a coach. So that means I want to know the numbers. I want to know where you are. I want to know what your objective is. Then we can talk about the tangibles. Then we can talk about, okay, here's where you are. Here's where you want to go. How do we bridge the two?
He said,
Dr.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, I'm trying to diagnose. And I can't diagnose without asking questions, right? So that's number one. This is also not for people who are not ready for accountability. I do not offer education. If you want education, I recommend you go somewhere else because it's not education, but what it is it's training and instruction. The difference between education and training is education you can get in a book. Education you can go to YouTube. Education you can do this right now. Training is, okay, let's create a custom business plan for you, and then I'm gonna give you the instructions on what to do, and then I'm gonna hold you accountable to ensure that you did it. And I'm gonna call you out on all your BS if you don't do it. That's training. That's training. And that's completely different from, just education. Education, you can learn, and then never do. You know what I'm saying? And in that case, you're just a forgetful here. Shout out James. All right. Tony says boot camp training. You're Charmaine and Scott says, hope you have a good evening. This is Charmaine. I spoke with you about your last name. Charmaine, get in contact with me. Crizzy says shalom. Shalom, my brother. Shalom. All right. Now, let me just go over two more things. Who is this for? Who is this for? This is for people who are ready to start increasing their conversion ratio and increase their lead generation. Two things. If you're ready to get to a point where your lead generation is 100% predictable, here's what I mean by lead generation. You must have multiple leads coming into your database every single day, 5 days a week if you want to be if you want to do good, 6 days a week if you want to do great, 7 days a week if you want for your name to be entering the rooms before you do, if you know what I'm saying. So if you want to generate predictable leads, go to yourwholesalebiz.com, schedule a one-on-one consultation with me. Second thing is, if you want to be able to convert more of your leads into contracts through a predictable conversion process, go to yourwholesalebiz.com, okay? Because those are the first two components that we teach. Now, there's two more components, but we don't even have the time to go over this, and I don't think y'all are ready for it anyway. Right, Mo? They're not ready for the last two components because there's four components. There's four components. I don't even think those that are watching this are ready for the other two components, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a just like, I don't even think they're ready. But what most people need to focus on is, number one, you need, if you're lead, here's, by the way, how do you know if you're ready? Are you generating at least 9 to 10 leads a day? Or do you have the capacity to turn that on if you want to? Are you generating at least 9 to 10 leads a day? If the answer is no, then you have a lead generation challenge, period. Period. Okay, number two is, if you don't have at least a 35-to-1 lead to contract ratio, at least a 35-to-1 lead to contract ratio, then you need to be, we're gonna be wrapping up right now. If you don't have at least a 35-to-1, no. If you don't have at least a 35-to-1 lead to contract ratio, then you need to go to yourwholesalebiz.com so you can do a one-on-one strategy call with me for free. And I'm doing this for free to let you know what we have to offer. Okay. Now, maybe your question is, Aaron, I don't even know how many leads. I don't even know how many my lead to contract ratio. Oh my goodness. Then you better go to yourwholesalebiz.com right now. You're not even tracking your numbers. You need some get right. You need some get right. If you don't even know your numbers, I'm telling you, you're going to get so much value from this free call that I'm going to do with you, that even if you don't decide to join my community, even if you don't decide to utilize the service that we offer or use Superhuman PPL, I'm telling you right now, you're going to get so much value from that call. And I can probably increase your revenue from this call. I can probably increase your revenue by at least a 0. Maybe 2 zeros in the next, just from this call. Just from this call, I can increase your revenue. Free call. And why am I saying this? Why am I saying this so confidently? I'm saying this because number one, I don't need your business. Okay. But what it is if I can make you money on a free call, well, then you're probably going to come back whenever it's time for you to invest in your coaching and invest in the leads that I'm using. Right? It's logic. Does that make me evil or wicked, guys?
No,
By
no,
the
that
way,
makes.
go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, I'm saying that makes sense, bro. That makes 100% sense.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Guys, I didn't realize what time it was, and I think we got to wrap up. We got to wrap up, but real quick before we do, Christy says, "How does one get those leads?" Send me a DM, brother. You can send me a DM, and I can get you in touch with the team that does the leads. The second thing is, you can send me a DM, or you can go to yourwholesalebiz.com. I put it in the comment section. If you scroll up, you can go to yourwholesalebiz.com, and you can schedule a one-on-one consultation call with me. And I'll break down your business and I'll let you know what we have to offer. If it makes sense, if it looks like we can help you, I'll let you know what we have to offer and what that looks like and everything. And at the end of the call, you can decide if you want to be a part of it or not. In a worst case scenario, even if you decide that you don't want to be a part of what we have to offer, you're going to get some value from the call. And it's probably going to be the most valuable call that you've been on between now and the rest of the year. Mark my words, because at least you're going to have direction on how to go and where to go and operate in your business. With that said, y'all, we got to dip out. We're going to be going live every single day, Monday through Saturday. And so we'll be sharing the times beforehand. So we'll see you guys. Thank you, TikTok, IG, Twitch. Shout out YouTube. Shout out Facebook for showing love. Y'all showed mad love. Thank y'all for sharing this out. Tag people who y'all think could benefit from this so that we can impact more people with all of this free value that we're sharing, guys. All right, we got one more question. Everybody's asking about Superhuman PPL. You can go to DM me or go to yourwholesalebiz.com, y'all. Go to yourwholesalebiz.com. Okay. Somebody says, why not say you are off Sundays? I am. I just didn't name Sunday, brother. Do I have to explicitly say I'm not going live on Sundays other than saying I go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Okay, I will say it for you. We're off on Sundays. I'm off on Sundays, bro. But I love you and thank you for that question. Thank you for that question. I appreciate it. Okay, guys. Until next time, we'll see you guys. Drive safe.
See y'all.
Brush your teeth.
All
right. What is it?
Don't slap nobody, bro.
For goodness sakes, don't smack nobody. Till next time. Deuces.
All right.